What's up, everyone? Welcome on back to the channel. I hope that you're having a great day out there. Thank you so much, as always, for being here and joining me here. Today we're going to listen to the band Wolfmother. I've never heard of them. Well, hold on. Actually, I'll rephrase that in a moment. I've never listened to them, but we're going to listen to this track, Joker and the Thief. This is off of their debut album released in 2005. So, here's what I meant to say. We're going to go back for a quick moment before we get into the track. Back in my high school days, because I graduated high school in 2007, so this is 2 years while I was still in the midst of high school, I used to go to Best Buy and buy a random album every week, or 2 random albums every week. And I always saw this album cover, like, sitting there, but I never actually bought it. So I've seen this album cover, I've heard of the band, but I've never heard the band as far as I know. So today I'm going to take a trip back, basically, and listen to whatever it is that I've been missing. So yeah, let's go ahead and let it run. I don't know a thing about the band, but we're going to find out very shortly. I would imagine that they're going to be some sort of hard rock. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. We'll talk about it. I'm not wrong so far. I like how it's merging into like a synth line. I really like that guitar synth line between there. I like that. I like that. I like his singing too. Very like old school hard rock. Let's see how this break goes. I like that ascending and descending bass line that you heard back there. I love that. This is kind of cool, huh? This is actually kind of nice with it.
I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all about the Joker and the thief in the night.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second, because I think that we're all going to have a few things to say about this. So it started off, I was like, okay, this is good. But by the end of it, I was like, you know, this is actually, to me, really good. This came out in 2005. I would say somewhat obviously they're kind of throwing back to like a 70s, you know, harder rock style. Listening to this, and I don't know the most about music, so, you know, just kind of take what I say with a big old grain of salt. But this kind of sounds like to me a little bit a mix of like Led Zeppelin and a little bit of what I've heard of like Hawkwind, just like a tiny bit maybe in there. But at the same time, I feel like they're kind of inputting their own style into it. They're doing their own thing. Like if this song was released, I don't know how big this was. I know that's one of their most streamed tracks, but this is the type of track that I think if it was released in the 70s would be huge, you know? So I know there's going to be that part that like, oh, they're, you know, doing an older style. Yeah, but it sounds so fresh and clean at this particular point now. You know, just because you throw back to an older style doesn't mean you can't update it, make it your own thing, blah, 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 blah. And I think that actually that does a great job of, you know, paying homage to that, but at the same time, keeping it very fresh. I really enjoyed that break, and the break, as I mentioned time and time again, is where I look at to the band to see where do they expand their wings, where do they break free of the identity of, you know, or not the identity, but the structure of verse chorus. That break is where you can really kind of, you know, bring your character. And they had a nice little breakdown. I love the screeches in the guitar, the scratches. That was a great little touch in there. It just made it that much heavier, and that it brought it all into full effect. I just think that was really, really nice. This was a great track, and there's only 3 members here. Andrew Stockdale on guitar and vocals, Chris Ross on bass and keyboard, and then Miles Heskett on the drums. And I also really like how I said during the track that how that guitar line weaved itself into the synth line and then back out of there. That was a really nice effect also. Like this would get me interested in more from the band. I think that was really, really good. Lyrics. I said the Joker is a wanted man. He makes his way all across the land. I see him sifting through the sand. So I'll tell you the story about the Joker and the thief in the night. He's always laughing in the midst of power, always living in the final hour. There is always sweet and sour, so we are not going home. Can you see the Joker flying over as she's standing in the field of clover? Watching out every day, I wonder what would happen if he took her away. There's an interesting story going on here, but I'm not quite catching it. What you see, well, you might not know. You get the feeling after the glow. The vagabond is moving slow, so I'll tell you about the story of the Joker and the thief in the night. All the people that you see in the night hold their dreams up in the light. The wildebeest is searching for sight, and we are not going home. And the Joker is a wanted man, makes his way across the land. I don't know. Let's see if there's any... I'm actually not sure what this track is about. I don't know. Oh, the Joker and the Thief in this song refer to the Joker and Thief in Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower. Can I tell you, I thought that the Joker and the Thief sounded familiar, but I didn't want to say because I didn't really know in my head. So maybe it's a deep reference. Oh, so they really are hearkening back to an older style. Let me know what you guys thought of the track, though. I enjoyed that a lot. Let me know what you thought of that in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel and what I do on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.